What is up, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about Fortnite's upcoming 0-hour live event. As always, if you guys do enjoy this video, find it helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like, subscribe if you like to see more, and comment down below what your thoughts and expectations are for this event. If you guys would like to use my code in the shop when getting anything, it is EvolvedJake, like my channel name is, and it is underneath the webcam at all times. So I'm not going to be going over event spoilers or anything like that in this video. They are out there. I'm just going to be talking about the things that you need to know going into the event. So if you are trying to avoid spoilers, don't worry. This video is not going to have any. So the Fortnite 0-hour live event to end Chapter 6 and start Chapter 7 is going to be happening tomorrow, November 29th. And this event is going to be happening at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. But the playlist for the event will actually open up at 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time. You can Google whatever this is to your time zone, just 2 p.m. Eastern Time to your time zone, 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time to your time zone. If you aren't familiar with just like the conversions off the top of your head, that would be the best way to do it. And you should try to log on a bit before the opening time, in my opinion, because what often happens is a lot of people try to get on too late and like all at the same time, and then there are issues logging in or even like a login queue. So if possible, try to log in a bit earlier. I think that's kind of why they let the playlist open up earlier too, so more people get on earlier. Not everyone is getting on at the last possible moment. And the playlist opening up a bit earlier is usually just essentially a waiting room for the event where you can get in that mode, know that you're in there, know that everything is going to be all good. And there's usually like mini games you can do, or sometimes they allow you to fight other players, but there's like respawning enabled in this kind of like waiting room area. And once the event starts, all of that fighting and stuff is disabled. It's just to kill time before the event, and so that not everybody is trying to get in the mode at the exact same time. I just touched on this, but this event will have its own playlist, so you don't need to worry about other players ruining the event for you by eliminating you in a regular game, griefing, or anything like that. And this playlist should be a large tile that is very easy to find towards the top of directory. Going into the Simpsons season, it was like an entire row. You know how there's usually like several little squares? There was an entire row for the live event. And there was even a countdown timer to like when the mode would be opening up and when the event would be taking place. So you might actually be able to see that countdown in game. And in the lobby right now, if you have BR selected, there is a countdown to the time that the event is going to be taking place. So if you are very confused on the timing, you could look in game. But as I said, it is going to have its own playlist, which is a very, very, very good thing. I feel like that eliminates a lot of the confusion players have prior to events and just makes it a lot more seamless and, you know, worry-free. You don't have to worry about people griefing or anything like that. So should be pretty straightforward and pretty easy. You just want to be on a bit before 1:20 p.m. Eastern Time if you can. Go into the event playlist when it unlocks, ready up, wait until the event starts, and then at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, you will be able to watch the live event happen. After the event takes place, there is going to be downtime for Chapter 7, and it is currently expected that Chapter 7 will be playable later tomorrow evening after the event, similar to what we had with the launch of the Simpsons season and the launch of Super after the Death Star sabotage event. Obviously, it's always possible that there could be server issues that would prevent this. I know there was a lot of problems with the launch of the Simpsons season. I actually wasn't able to play it the first day it was out. I had to wait until the next day because of how many server problems there were. But hopefully, with the amount of problems that the Simpsons season has or had at the launch, they kind of refined or improved it in some way to where that doesn't happen in Chapter 7. Hopefully this one goes a bit smoother, but there will be downtime after the event, and then the new season is expected to launch on November 29th, which is going to be Saturday, shortly after the event, probably a few hours, like how the Simpsons season was. Content creators that were able to play and record Chapter 7 early will actually be posting videos shortly after the event. So even if the servers do have problems, we will be able to see Chapter 7 gameplay tomorrow and kind of get a feel or an expectation for what Chapter 7 is going to be like shortly after the event. So I think that's pretty interesting. I wasn't the biggest fan of people being able to record gameplay early. Obviously, I'm a bit biased. If I got invited, I would probably feel differently. But either way, I think seeing gameplay before the season drops kind of eliminates that surprise. And if they were able to release videos right away and we had seen Chapter 7 gameplay for like the past week, I think a lot of the excitement would have worn off, or a lot of the mystery wouldn't have been there as much. But dropping the gameplay kind of during the downtime, I think allows people to get a feel for what the chapter is going to be like, or get some sort of expectation for what it's going to be like without ruining the surprise like weeks in advance. Like we'll know maybe a few hours before we're able to play kind of some things to expect in the chapter. And this is expected to be a pretty large live event. I know this is a hot topic because recently a lot of the events have been underwhelming. And one thing I always suggest is just to go in with like pretty low expectations. Whatever happens, happens. When people hype things to the moon, that often leads to disappointment. But from everything that we've seen, this is expected to be a good event. So if you are someone who enjoys the events, enjoys the story, just enjoys Fortnite in general, I would suggest trying to get on the game at that time. If you aren't able to get on the game, I will be streaming it on both YouTube and Twitch tomorrow. So on this channel and then also on my Twitch, I intend to be streaming the event there. But that is going to be it for this video. As always, if you guys did find this to be helpful, informative, or interesting, remember to give it a like. Subscribe if you like some more. Let me know what your hopes are for the event down in the comments below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. There's not one guy that's still spectating me. What's the guy from earlier? Maybe not. They just have his car. I like can't move for some reason. I was like trying to like strafe to the side and I was stuck. She's gonna have to come back this way. Eventually. There's slushy grief them.